Iran is vowing to respond after the US struck the Islamic Republic's nuclear sites, inserting itself directly into Israel's war. The US President Donald Trump is defending the strikes and has called on Tehran now to make peace, warning any retaliation will be met with force. Protesters in the Iranian capital chant "Death to USA" after its extraordinary intervention in the conflict. The crowd was joined by the Iranian president, who has accused Washington of being the main driver of Israel's strikes against his country. The Iranian foreign minister says diplomacy is not an option right now.
My country has been under attack, under aggression, and we have to respond based on our legitimate drive of self-defense. And we will do that as long as needed and necessary.
Stealth bombers used in Operation Midnight Hammer have been returning to their base in Missouri. The B-2s set off from there, joined by dozens of other aircraft to drop bunker-busting bombs on the heavily fortified Fordow nuclear facility. It was hit shortly after 2 a.m. local time. A short time later, they also struck the Natanz facility, while a US submarine in the Arabian Sea fired more than 24 Tomahawk missiles towards another site near the city of Isfahan. Before and after satellite images reveal the impact of the US attacks at Fordow, holes can be seen in the ground above the subterranean nuclear facilities at the mountainside complex. US defence officials say the country does not seek war with Iran and it doesn't want to topple the regime.
This mission was not and has not been about regime change. The president authorized a precision operation to neutralize the threats to our national interests posed by the Iranian nuclear program and the collective self-defense of our troops and our ally Israel.
The United Nations Security Council has held an emergency meeting to discuss the crisis at the request of Iran. Russia, China and Pakistan proposed a resolution calling for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire in the Middle East. The US and Israel have warned of the global threat posed by Iran's nuclear program, while Tehran has accused the US of waging war under an absurd pretext. The UN chief has expressed concern about the escalation.
The bombing of Iranian nuclear facilities by the United States marks a perilous turn in a region that is already reeling. From the outset of the crisis, I have repeatedly condemned any military escalation in the Middle East. The people of the region cannot endure another cycle of destruction. And yet, we now risk descending into a rat hole of retaliation after retaliation.
The US involvement in the war has also sparked protests in the United States. Many people are concerned about the country getting involved in another conflict.
Already, Israel has killed hundreds of Iranians and injured thousands more, and we see that the fighting is now escalating more and more. We're here to say that that's enough and it's time for the bombing to end.